Hi, we're back with Melissa Aho from Ultra Geothermal. Welcome, Melissa.
Hi, Jerry.
It's nice to have you here.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about Ultra Geothermal and what you do.
Well, we're a geothermal heating and cooling company that does full installations, design work, and service, with our own employees. And we've been Ultra Geothermal for 8 years. Prior to that, we were a heating and cooling company that also did geothermal. We've done geothermal installations for about 20 years now. In the past 8 years, only specializing in that, and that's all we do. Roughly about 100 systems a year.
Okay. And tell me where you're based, first of all. Your
We're
company.
on Route 4 in Barrington.
Okay. And what area do you cover?
We cover most of New Hampshire, southern Maine, and northern Massachusetts. So an hour and a half range from our shop area.
Okay. And can you just go into a little bit more in depth about exactly, like give me an idea of an installation that you've done recently?
Sure. Well, we do roughly 3 or 4 installations a week, and our installs are either horizontal or vertical loop ground source heating installations, which means we use the earth temperature to bring the heat medium into your house. It's a fossil-free consumption of heating and cooling. So basically the geothermal heat pump is able to take the ground temperature and heat and cool your house at about 75% cheaper than fossil fuels in a yearly basis. The other benefits to it is it's an allergen-friendly environment because it's carbon monoxide free. You also don't have to worry about carbon monoxide poisoning of any type, and you're not burning any fossil fuels, so it's very environmentally friendly.
Wow, I didn't realize what a savings it was. That's amazing. Yeah. So how did you get into what you're doing now?
I've always been a proponent of doing green things. I worked for a very long time at the Trade Resource Center, which is a New Hampshire-based assistance company, and I specialized with working with solar companies, wind, things like that, and geothermal was something that I was interested in, and my husband owned a heating company, so we brought geothermal into it as doing only that. And since then, it's become, we are the largest geothermal installation company in all of New England for residential.
Wow. And how many employees do you have generally? I mean, I know you have some contractors too, right?
No, we don't subcontract anything.
Oh, okay.
They're all
So
our own employees,
Gotcha.
and we range between 7 to 9 employees. It's funny, we're actually really small. If you look at our website at ultrageothermal.com, everyone gets a misconception that we're really large because we have a huge amount of testimonials and pictures, and our website is very advanced with a lot of YouTubes done by our own employees.
Nice.
So it is very nicely done, but people get the conception that we're 20, 30 employees, but we have awesome employees. They work really hard, efficiently, and well, and they'll give you a system that's amazing in the end.
And do you have any employment opportunities right now?
Yes, we're currently looking for someone that has piping experience, such as like a plumber, but you do not have to have a plumbing license. We don't need any licenses in what we do. We just need an experienced piping, PVC and copper piper, and we're always looking for sheet metal help. Anybody that does HVAC sheet metal installation, we're welcome to take resumes at all times.
Okay, that's good to know. And tell us, getting onto the chamber, how did you get involved with the Greater Barrington Chamber of Commerce?
Well, since I have owned Ultra Geothermal for the past 7 years, I've always been with the chamber. I came to a luncheon meeting invited by a friend, joined then, but I've been really hopefully a big help to the chamber at sponsoring almost every event that you guys do hold, as well as working closely with doing the golf tournament in the past, the expo that's been running, and I've been on the scholarship committee for the last 2 years now.
Okay, and how has it benefited your company by being part of the chamber, would you say?
Well, I think it just puts you in with the community. It's the Barrington Chamber has a great networking opportunity at the luncheon meetings. I belong to many chambers, but the Barrington's my favorite. And it just
nice.
It lets you have a community feel of giving back to community, and business-wise, I mean, everyone knows what I do, so hopefully it does work. I work really well with Dia Frechard. We refer people back and forth, so those referrals have worked out well. And Berry Surveying, we refer lots to them. They refer back to us. So
that's wonderful.
Referrals work.
That's
well.
Always our hope, making the connection. So that's wonderful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
So Melissa, tell us how we would get in touch with you with your phone number and your email and website.
Our phone number is very easy. It is 868-7878. But all the information is at ultrageothermal.com. It's ULTRA, geothermal.com.
Okay. So Melissa, tell me how much, like an average house, give me an idea how much it would cost to heat for a year.
So typically speaking, it's roughly about 50 cents a square foot on a yearly basis. So if your house is 3,000 square feet, it's about $1,500 a year to heat and cool. However, in new construction where we have the insulation values so high, my new construction house from 3 years ago is only $1,000 a year to heat and cool it. With all those cost savings. But the biggest benefit to geothermal at this time is a 30% tax credit that is applicable to both retrofits and new construction. So off of those base prices of the original, average installation for a home is roughly around $25,000 to $30,000 for that average 2,500 square foot home. There's a 30% tax credit on that. So the cost savings in a new construction comes right from the start, that it equals about what a propane system would cost.
Wow. So your house. So would you say the size of your house is that you heat for? What did you say it was?
My house is 3,000 square feet, but we live and breathe what we sell. So in my office in Barrington, it's a 1911 farmhouse that's not insulated so well. That one's about $800 a year to heat and cool, and that's about 1,300 square feet.
Oh my goodness.
So you still save a lot, but that one's not insulated nearly as well as our house.
But that's considerable, compared
It's amazing savings. We
Yes.
save roughly $4,000 a year at our office for heating and cooling costs every single year.
Wow.
So think of that after 20 years, 80 grand.
That's a lot of money.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Sure.